Hey, Chris Cavalier here. Welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon as we enter the descent into madness. So, I got some great news here for the Darkest Dungeon. They just recently patched the game. They call it the Holiday Cheer. However, if you take note, the patch was done on December 25th, 21st, which is the winter solstice. So that makes so much sense for the Darkest Dungeon and doing a patch on the longest night of the year, at least in North America. Maybe not North America, but the Northern Hemisphere, I should say. So, anyways, here's some of the changes that they made to the game. I figured I'll just go ahead and go through them as it's pretty exciting. So, game options. There's more game options have been added. They are sorted into categories. There are some Darkest Dungeon. I guess there's a config there that you can go ahead and mess with a bit. Let's see, if you had previously had corpses turned off, you will need to turn Darkest Dungeon config off, and then turn off corpses off again. Well, that just caused me a little bit of an issue, because I don't think I have done that. Let's see here. So to do that, let's see. I must first change the Darkest Dungeon config to off. Now, let's see if I can actually make that happen or not. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I want to hit escape. I want to hit controls, not controls. I want to hit options. Let's see here. Gameplay. So maybe do that to off, and then I need to go find. I get rid of my corpses. So now you can turn on and off. Let's see here. Combat delay penalties. Okay, so that's if you do your stun lock thing at the end of a fight, and there's one guy left, and then potentially you could have more guys jump into the fight. So you could turn that off, so you could go ahead and continue that strategy. See, mortality debuffs, so if your guy has reached death's door, you could turn off where he doesn't actually take a debuff for that. Combat retreats can fail. Okay, so that, I like that option. Standard enemy crits. Enemy crits multiply base damage similar to players. If turned off, enemy crits just do max damage. So that is kind of a difficulty setting type of thing. We can turn off the tutorials, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. So yeah, let's go ahead and save those. What do we have here for other? Enable anonymous data collection. Okay, I think that's a good thing. Bark dismissal. Click to dismiss hero word balloon. Yeah, why not? Extra bark time seconds. Maybe let's go ahead and do that. I kind of like to read those sometimes. So maybe bump it up to a second and see how that plays. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save that. So I think those are some fun options. Let's see here. What else? What else do we have? Remove the option to disable heart attacks. Okay, so I kind of, that's one I always had on anyways. We talked over some of the other one. Interface improvements, town, quick nav buttons upon entering a town. You can quick jump to another building by clicking the buttons on the left side of the screen. That's pretty cool. Embark memory. Upon returning to the hamlet, the party slots will remain occupied by the previous party roster. Sort by activity. I love that. That is something that I really wanted, and I imagine a lot of players did as well. So if you're all set to go up on an adventure and you realize, oh, I got to go back to town, I want to make sure my guy has all the current abilities or whatever, it's going to say these guys are basically slotted in to be in your group for your next embark mission. So I really like that, and we'll take a closer look at that as we get into the game here. Added a tutorial event for selling trinkets. That's probably good, as that could be a little confusing. I remember when I first started, I had no idea you could sell them, and I couldn't figure out how you made it happen. There is now a confirm option for selling trinkets, which is probably good. Okay, so if you are about to embark on a quest, a veteran or champion difficulty, it'll ask you, hey, do you have any trinkets equipped? Or you don't have any trinkets equipped, and a warning box will pop up to remind you. I can see that being very useful. Okay, so Curio Disease Resist will say resist to give a better idea what has happened. That's good. Let's see, trinket alphabetical secondary sort so that the identical trinkets end up beside one another after a class rarity sort. That's good. Let's see, there's a few other things. Increase accuracy of many hero skills. Interesting. Let's see, was there anything else that could be, let's see, monster. Some veteran and champion hit point increases to partially account for overall increased hero accuracy. So, okay. It's good to know. It looks like they changed some of the resist a bit of the monsters. And some monster speed tweaks, dodge tweaks, some up, some down. Madman reduced stress output at apprentice level so he isn't quite so bad on a new party. That's, you know, that's probably not bad. Fungal boat. I have no idea what that... Bloat. Reduced damage crit and marked target damage. Oh yeah, that was kind of crazy how tough that was. And it fixed some other things in the game. So anyways, I wanted to go over that because I was pretty excited about it. Could use some time off, huh, Begork? I don't know about that. So I did have one of our followers of the channel said that they would like to have a suggestion for a name. So we're going to rename Sighole Baba. And I hope that's a pronunciation that was asked for. I guess I really didn't come up with anything big for that. So anyways, we need to come up with a story for Baba. So Baba was picked on as a kid. Big time picked on as a kid. He was always being insulted and teased because he was a little bit smaller, and he kind of grew up kind of being kind of scrappy, as he's always trying to fight. He was just fighting everybody to get everything he could. You know, you had bigger brothers, he had friends that were bigger than him. They were all just kind of pushing him down, keeping him down. So anyways, because of that, he became quite adept at cheating. He would take every advantage he could to win a fight, to win at games of chance, games of cards, whatever. So he kind of became known for that. And because of that, he just gets insulted more and more. So anyways, he is fated. He is so determined to overcome the odds of his size and of his peer pressure. He somehow has become fated. He can take any chance and turn it into a chance to be a hit, or take any miss and turn it into a hit. He has a hard noggin from all the beatings he's been taking from his bigger brothers. But he's pretty good if he can step back and throw something. He was good at throwing rocks at his brothers that were always picking on him. And he developed some quick reflexes. Anyways, that's going to be the story for Baba. And he, of course, is one of our solid members of our group. Let's see here. So we need to get rolling. So I think we had a group all picked out. At least that's what it looks like. So we're going to go with them. We're going to make sure we have all of our abilities that we want. Let's see here. Wicked Slice. I think we want Wicked Slice. Point Blank Shot is excellent. Duelist Advance. Let's pick it up. Begork. I'm not going to comply with your request for time off, and we're going to go ahead and make you train so you're even more useful to us. Do we want to train all these? Maybe not right away. Let's see here. I kind of like the party heal. Let's go with that for now. Tifiana. Tifiana. What do we want to do with you? Let's see. Lunge is really good. Flying Daggers is good. You know, we probably can hold off on the Toxin Trickery for now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go to our Embark. Do we want to go to the Wield? You know, I really like the Wield. I think we already have a survival guide. However, I really want to get the deeds so we can go ahead and keep on upgrading our roster capabilities. So let's go ahead and go with that. Do I need to worry about any items? Let's see here. Yeah, we don't have much in the way of items. I'm right-clicking you. Right-clicking you. Okay, so maybe now we can do it. Let's go ahead and give him that. See, Bleed Skill Chance. Probably not that important. Virtue Chance, you know, I don't know if that's really that important for her either, so I think we are good to go. Let's go ahead and provision. Let's see, 7 torches should do it. Couple shovels. Let's go ahead and go with the hefty sum of 12 food. Couple of those, maybe just one of those. We're good. Into the Wield we go. The paths are littered with poisonous traps. That means you, Baba. You better keep your eyes open. Keep those eyes open for the danger ahead.
Stopping all good life from these groves. this evil.
Alright, and we are off. Cheeseburgers. Cheeseburger delight. Alright, 8 food. We have plenty of food for the mission. Got some luggage going on here. Picked up a portrait. Very nice. Okay.
Mechanical hazards.
Baba.
By evil intent.
What the heck are you doing? You need to keep an eye out for that stuff. We gave you a book. Let's go ahead and pop a torch. Okay, good. Alright. Let's find some trouble. Here we go. Oh, man. No, I didn't rearrange my abilities either. That's okay. That is okay. Pick to the face. I love pick to the face. Okay, so we're just kind of wearing them down a little by little. Yep. Somehow I just forgot to do everything.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'm kind of hoping he goes first. No. Ooh.
Injury.
They buffed the maggot. They buffed the maggot. Can't believe they would do that to me. Holy cow, and I just got hysterical blindness. I like that. I like it where it was telling you what's going on. It's a little bit more pizzazz to it. No, I didn't adjust my abilities, so just go ahead in there and pound on him.
Destroy them all.
We're gonna do it. We are going to destroy them all. Okay, we want to go ahead and use our judgment. Did not quite finish him off. Yeah, Baba's stunned, and he misses him even though he's stunned. Okay, it's down to Begork.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Good job. Okay, so let's go ahead here and fix our abilities before that annoys the living daylights out of me. Let's do something like that. And so we're not going to go with the open vein, we're going to go with the wicked slice because the ruins tend to favor someone that uses poison type of stuff. Do we want to do that? Maybe let's go with that. Grape shot, point blank, pistol shot, that's probably good. Duelist advance wouldn't be bad either. Okay, we're going to do the pick to the face, we're going to do lunge, we're going to do the flashing daggers, and then probably thrown dagger. Although the poison darts would not be bad. Maybe... I don't know. Let's just go for that for now. Okay, then we're going to go Judgment, we're going to go Dazzling Light, and then our 2 heals. So now I am presented with a huge dilemma. Huge dilemma. Do we go for the Shambler? Do we go for the Shambler? Let's see here. I could set these 2 up with some movement, so he could do the Duelist Advance. She could do her lunge maneuver. I did not, however, give him Holy Lance, which had been, you know, really useful. She doesn't do real good with movement, although she did have a melee attack that I could equip her with. The question is this a good idea to do this? Because we're also not sitting real pretty for stress either. You know, I think we're going to pass on it. I hate to do it. I absolutely hate to do it. Because those are such fun fights. I don't know, maybe if we get our stress down, we could potentially think about it. It's a possibility. That, and it's so tough to do. I mean, this is like our 3rd or... Yeah, it's the 3rd episode, so it's really young. It's a tough, it's a really tough fight. It's a really tough fight. Okay, since you are so obsessed with the dead here, we're going to go ahead and let you take a look. What do we got here? Paranorm... Jeez. Paranormania. Obsessed with the paranormal. Yeah, I can spit that one out with the best of them. With the best of them. Okay, the ectoplasm can always be an interesting fight if you are not on the guard. Let's go ahead and get some healing in. Because I'm thinking that these guys should be able to finish these guys off. Okay, I was hoping the pick to the face would have been a little bit more spectacular. I think we'll do a grape shot blast. Weaken them both a little bit. Good job. Good job. Good show. Good show.
And driven into the mud.
That's right, we're driving them into the mud. So these guys, I think, altogether are going to be weaker, according to what they were saying. You know, I think their protection might have improved a bit. You know, this fungal artillery did not have protection before. So they got a little bit tougher, but I bet the overall, I don't know what you want to call it, the synergy for them marking and them doing damage is probably not going to be as great, is the way that I am understanding how that went. So anyways, let's go ahead and get on with it, I guess. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I could possibly stun. No. Yeah, so I was kind of freaking out because I was thinking, geez, he can stun the guy in the back now? I had the wrong ability selected. So we will do that. Let's see here. You could do your grape shot, damage a whole bunch of them. Kind of weaken them up a bit. Let's see, you could maybe do something like that. You know, we're going to take some pounding for the rest of the turn here. Yeah, their damage is just nowhere near where it was. So that, I don't know. I guess, you know, they're trying to balance things. I really can't criticize it as being good or bad or whatever you want to say. Let's go ahead and do our grape shot. Pretty good. We're clearing them out little by little. See, we can go ahead and stun this guy, I think. And we'll see if we can finish him off. And actually, so we're going to see what he does. 7 damage. You know, it seems to me like he used to do like 11 or something like that, so that is quite a bit of reduced damage on their part. And it probably makes the early part of the game a little bit easier to manage. Let's see here. Do we want to go with pick to the face? What do I got? Lunge? Okay. Pick to the face or thrown dagger. Let's do thrown dagger. That better crit chance. See, we could stun or we could just direct damage this guy. Let's do that. Looking pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and cut on him a little bit. Let's see here. Hope the escape cloud. They both resisted the blight. Very nice. Okay, Baba. You check this out. Okay, I like it. That's very nice. What do we get here? Plus 20 move resist and minus 1 speed. You know, I'm not a big fan of that. Let's see here. Let's eat some of this food. We found some good food, so we might as well eat it. Okay, let's get going. Got a trap and a curio down this hallway. I might go ahead and let the robber... Okay, yeah, we're going to eat again. We're going to let her go after the trap. She needed a little bit of stress reduction. It's Tifiana. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. She can do that as well. Can use the anti-venom. Pick up a shovel, some more deeds. I like it. I like it. Kind of got darker down that particular hallway. I don't know if it was just the way the artwork was or what. Okay, so we need to complete 100% of the room battles. So we probably just have one room left to make it through. Holy cow! Another chance at a shambler. What level are we? 1, 1, 1, 1. So tempting. The Grave Robber is pretty good for damage. The Highwayman is pretty good for damage. So the big problem would be the Crusader. The Crusader could really get out of position because you have front 2 ranks, first 2 ranks, first 2 ranks, and then I didn't... You know, if I would have taken Holy Lance, we could have did it. We could have did it. I'm so disappointed in myself. If I had Holy Lance, I think I would seriously go for it because I could give her the Mace Bash. Yet I just can't do it. Unbelievable. I've been so excited about doing more of those because they're really fun fights, and you get a... I mean, you usually get a pretty good item for it. You get a... I don't know if it's an ancient relic or whatever. Oh, man.
The path is clear.
I should have taken the Crusader's
The
Lance.
strength to follow it.
Okay, and I also should be putting him in the front row. That kind of works out pretty good when I do that. Okay, go ahead, work on her. Give her the thrown dagger. Man, 2 hits on her. We couldn't take her down. Well, let's see if this does it. Of course we miss. And we're going to pay for it. We're going to get some stress out of the deal. And we're going to get some gropey. Baba. Okay, Bagork. Bagork, I'm going to have you just soften them up a little bit. I think it's a pretty good move. Baba did not have to pay for that. Let's see here. Do I want to do like my double daggers?
Decisive pummeling.
Very nice. Think I'm done with you, hardly. Okay. Get a little excited. Go ahead and stun that guy. We'll probably kill him last. And then I think just see if he can finish him off. Nope. You know, their protection, you can really tell how it is a little bit more difficult to take them down. Wow. Thought we would have him down. We're going to do the thrown dagger just for the crit chance. Did not pay off. Oh, and she gets a bonus to her... Did they change that? I think they did. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, what do you need to do? You can go ahead and use your judgment on him, I guess. He's going to try the grope on Baba, and it is successful, but then we mow him down like the fungus in the grass that he is.
Momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Yeah, that's right, we're going to push on. Okay, maybe we'll go ahead and eat a little bit more food. Go ahead and pop our last torch.
May we find victory.
Lots of fights in this particular dungeon, and 2 Shambler. Whatever the heck those things are called, the Shambler deals. So sad that we had to pass up on those. Just, if I had the Crusader Lance, I would have gone for it. I know it sounds kind of whiny, but I think it would have been worth trying if we just had a little bit more mobility in the group, and I basically jacked that up with the choices I made by not wanting to spend that extra thousand gold. Getting a bit complacent here. These guys don't scare me quite as much as they used to, because knowing that grope isn't quite as deadly. That was nice. Nice grape shot, taking out 2. Okay, this could be... No, I'm not worried about that one. Okay, so we probably need to get a heal on you, or I could stun him. Heal or stun? Let's do a heal. Probably the more reliable of the 2 options, because he can stun him still. Or I could try to damage both of them. Let's do the stun. Does a little bit of damage anyways. Okay, do we want to do more healing, or do we want to... Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure that he is well adjusted to take any of these big blows here. Let's go ahead and do the Grape Shot Blast. Let's see, maybe do the pick to the face, try to finish him off. That is very nice, Tifiana. I like it. Now we're resisting. Very nice. Let's see here. We can just go ahead and pound on him. This thing just freaks me out more than anything, though. The skull down there where you know what should be. There we go. That should finish off this dungeon. Of course, we are going to continue, and we're going to go check this out. Ancient Coffin. What do you do with an Ancient Coffin? I think you just check it out. Let's have her check it out. I think it's just a buff. Well, I know, it's not really a buff. It's actually going to be the Wheeled Adventurer, so she's going to take less stress damage in the Wheeled, which is great. Is that great or not? Yeah, I probably won't bring her down here too much, actually. So it wasn't as great as I was thinking.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
That's right. Let's get the pestilence out of here. Okay, we don't need to watch all this. What do we pick up here? Bagork. Satanophobia. Great. And he is an early riser, which gives him some additional speed with a torchlight above 75. That is actually really good, because the Crusader is typically very slow. Needless to say, I think that's a pretty good one.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
The sanitarium is now unlocked. Excellent. Great news. Okay, so what do we got here? So we have actually kept up with naming everybody. Again, if you would like to name one of the characters, I'm just going to kind of go down in the order in the order that they joined our group, which it may get messed up if I start getting too many characters in here. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look there, so I don't have that exclamation mark eyeballing me. So anyways, so we've gone with Aldoc, we gave him a story, we gave Baba a story. Next would be Lucifia. So if we want to give Lucifia a story of some kind, let's see, she is fated, has last gasp, manslayer, kleptomaniac, night blindness, and she is faithless, and has a tapeworm. Probably can leave the tapeworm out of her background story, but anyways, if you would like to rename her, please leave a suggestion in the comments, or if you'd like to rename any character in particular, more than happy to change their name. With the Houndmaster, I have his name and I have the dog's name. And if you have a background story that's, say a paragraph or too long, we can go ahead and implement that. And so we've got Aldoc, we've got Baba all set up. So we're going to keep on doing everybody else here, and as we go, it's going to take a while to get everybody's story out. And I figure that way it kind of gives everybody some time to, gives me time to react to any suggestions for a name or a biography that I can go ahead and read and kind of get to know these characters a little bit better. Let's see here for the Stagecoach. We could definitely pick some guys up. I think we're probably going to pick up both of the Occultists. I wonder if I can throw them at the bottom.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
And do we want another Grave Robber? I think I'm pretty happy with just having one, because they're somewhat specialized, where I think they're more useful in just going to, see, what was it here? The Ruins, you want to use Blight. The Cove, you want to use Blight. And you want to use Bleed, and the Warrens, and the Wield. So yeah, so she is pretty much, she's obviously going to be better going into the Ruins and going into the Cove. So I think just one of her is probably better. And, maybe that's not so true, but I think we'll just go with one. But what I would like to do I want to upgrade this quite yet? I don't think that I need to quite yet. Quite yet. Okay, so we are good there. Other than that, I think we may want to look at possibly getting rid of some diseases, especially tapeworms, as that is a personal... Something I find very annoying is the diseases. The tapeworm being amongst the worst. Hysterical blindness, minus 20 accuracy if stress above 70. Obviously, we'll want to get rid of that, but I might not worry about it right away. Let's get rid of this tapeworm. Let's see, we want to go to the medical ward. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to get rid of that. I wonder if we can actually upgrade anything first, which might be something you want to look at before we do anything. See, medical devices reduce disease treatment costs by 13%. Let's do it.
Experimental techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
And then we can also increase our chance of curing extra diseases. That might not be real important right now, so I might leave that. But her cost is going to be reduced, so I think that was well worth it. Such curious medicines. Will they work? Hopefully. Then the question is, do we have anything here? Kleptomaniac. Wow, I wish I would have got rid of that when I had a chance. Known cheats, not too big a deal. Faithless is not that big a deal. Flawed release. That's not a... What's ranged for him? So it's a minus crit, so that would weaken his zealous accusation. You might get rid of that. The wheeled foe is kind of annoying. For a Vestal, let's see, you're soft. Minus... Jeez. Have we even used you yet? We haven't. I might wait on that one. Weak grip. Deviant taste. Not allowed to visit the brothel. You beast, Perry. You beast. Enlightened Cityomania. Obsessed with food. That is very annoying as well. Scattering and light sensitive. Wow, those are two bad ones. Although I don't know if they have a ranged attack. Yeah, she doesn't have a ranged attack, so that's not a big deal. Okay, so what one of these was I thinking that I would get rid of? Was it Flawed Release? You know, that basically only affect his Zealous Accusation. But that could be huge, actually. So maybe we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Is that Aldok or is that Bagork? I think it was Bagork, right? Bagork. Bagork the Dork. Let's get rid of the Flawed Release. Let's see if we can reduce the cost of that. Let's do that. Can we reduce it again? Yeah. What's that do? Saved us 300 gold. So anyways, there we go. So we had the big patch we got to talk about. Baba, we came up with the story. And I think some of the changes to the game are excellent moves. Anyways, if you liked the video, please leave a like. And thank you for watching. This has been Darkest Dungeon. Again, if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment. And if you'd like to name any character, write a bio, or anything like that, do so in the comments, and I'll get that in the game as soon as possible. See you next time.